So essentially, I'm gonna be like what you see, or there are major flaws in here that we need to correct before I prepare a grant.
No, looks good.
I don't know. So what do you want, what are we doing on the trailer on the outside? How wide is that?
I'd like you to have that on there.
Yeah, and the cost
It's
estimate.
not in here. So that
It's
would
on the
be,
drawing, but it's not in the
so that would be a surface for running, like a running surface?
Walking or.
It would be,
It was a 6-foot concrete.
was it concrete?
It was
No,
concrete.
that's asphalt. That would be asphalt.
You want asphalt?
Yeah, let's go asphalt.
If it's,
Now, our
you actually do
previous-
a running.
Our previous drawings showed a spot for a garbage dumpster, we don't have one anymore.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't put it on there. I think it's best in the northwest corner of the parking lot.
Northwest?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's having that line there, is that for tennis
The
court?
new parking lot or the old parking lot?
Well, it was over here.
Right there.
Right, okay,
Right here.
Take those two spots out, those two parking spots out, and put it right there.
Right, yeah. I mean,
Is there any, you know, if you were gonna cut parking, obviously you could you put some of this into greenery over here, this northeast corner?
Paul and I were talking about that this morning.
Yeah, just extend this down and give us a little more green picnic areas.
Filling in the extended parking.
Yeah.
I think that's,
Yeah, no,
phase it out to where,
we got a lot of parking at this corner right here.
Right, this comes straight through.
Yeah, just come straight through, so I was thinking, and that corner.
but no, that's reasonable, is it just start building the parking lot on the south to the north and leave that north a green area for
Horseshoe pits or
You
something.
could even make it along the access road if it was some of that area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The south end.
We could actually cut that parking into almost half and half asphalt and a little bit of gravel there. We could, I think we can get a little creative on it.
Yeah. And we don't need to get all of that figured out now.
No, that's it. Once we understand how much money we're gonna be receiving, then we can
Yeah.
figure it out.
Okay,
Right now, I think just,
So conceptually, I guess what JJ is asking for, we're asking for here is just conceptually, is this what we want for
Yeah.
Do we want to include,
As
do we want to include?
far as trimming down the parking lot and adding the walking.
Is this thing in the middle still a slush pad?
The other question I had that I don't know if it's really in the quote and on the drawing here is on those baseball diamonds, we have fencing for like a dugout.
Not in the cost estimate. We really don't have any field improvements included in the.
We don't have fences along the lines either, do we?
and you know, we've got talk about bleachers also in the future and, yeah, some stuff there
Well, we do bleachers in here and then a announcer's booth.
on our second phase.
And you got lights, I mean, there's a huge issue at some point.
But going back to what Steve Moore's comments were about this, he envisions this park perpetually being for the small children's programs. And he doesn't feel that lights are necessary there. He doesn't feel, I mean, just dugouts would be pretty nice, that'd be great to have. But he's not really a fan of electrical for the pitching machines. He's got his reasons, which he could explain to you. He didn't feel like we needed a third diamond, but he wanted to talk to Mr. Royland.
So would we make Pleasant View Park then one of the
Adult
kids?
Pleasant View Park and Barker. Like, exactly.
And have this as the, yeah, that's
More
reasonable.
of the younger kids?
Right.
But then you do have a sand volleyball pit, which the kids aren't going to make.
And that sand volleyball wouldn't be in the first phase anyway.
Just call it sand. That's cheap.
Well, you got that in the riding arena, you can put it over there. We got lots of sand and.
Got lots of sand, just have to clean it out a little bit.
Well, I'll take that
Okay.
input. I don't.
Anyone, this isn't a public hearing, but if anyone in the audience would like to comment on what's happening, there's nothing left on the agenda, so, Terry.
I just have a couple questions. You talked about some extra property. Was that donated, purchased? Some
Oh, the property
adjacent?
that-
Oh.
Yes.
That would be the property to the north.
Yeah, that's the property to the
North of the,
north end.
You're part of the Shady Lane subdivision, they donated 2.5 acres to the city.
2.5 acres. And is that gonna be drawn in as part of the park then?
Yeah, that's where we have a new parking lot drawn on there.
That's where the park is, okay.
There's a parcel to the north of the park that is still privately owned, that,
Pretty much land.
yeah, I mean,
it
would be nice to hold into the park,
Would be a-
but we haven't acquired
in the
it.
future available to us.
So with the 2.5 acres, that makes the entire park, how many acres?
It could be 10 plus.
Yeah, I think it's around 9 right now, but I'd have to check to make sure.
Thank you.
Might be 11 or 12 with the,
It has potential to be a really nice place. I don't know if you've already consulted with a landscape architect, but that would be my suggestion, is you can make a big difference in appearance of things. You get somebody who knows what they're doing with positioning and placing and that sort of
Yeah, good
It's-
point.
it's
We have some
relatively-
special trees that are along
thing.
there.
Yeah.
Special needs trees, yeah. 'Cause they're,
Osage, orange, or?
Yeah.
I've ever been called an orange apple. Yes,
I got two questions.
yeah.
The ball diamonds, are they gonna interfere with the soccer fields? Is there enough room for 2 ball diamonds there and soccer fields?
that's the way it's done now.
That's the way it's done now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the thing I'm most concerned about is I live, in case people don't know me, I own the house adjoining the north end of Shady Lane Park.
Oh, you do?
That's
Nice to
me.
meet you. I've never,
That's me.
okay.
And I'm
We
more
see your house
concerned-
all the time. You have a beautiful home.
Yeah, I'm more concerned about what's happening on the north end than I am the south end.
We're gonna have a big pavilion there for rock band.
That's what I was. All right, that's what I want to be prepared for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have no plans to, right now, to do anything other than just having the pavilion there, which is used
Okay.
for activities.
So we've heard all kinds of rumors about another pavilion being put in there, bathrooms being put up on that north end, and so on and so forth.
Staff has talked about that, but it hasn't really gone beyond that point.
We
No
kinda
money's
see
been
the-
budgeted for that.
We see the north end more as a kind of a quiet place to go picnic, actually.
I agree.
Because that's why it's called Shady Lane, that's where we have shade and
I
trees.
agree again.
Yeah. The only thing we may put in there is something like the little frisbee golf things where they have these little, stand, what do they call them?
Holes.
They're called holes, I guess.
Holes with a basket
Holes,
on
yeah. They have a basket.
Pins, that's what it calls.
Pins,
Yeah.
and people throw these little soft frisbees into them, and that would be something they could do up in that
You
area.
collect them when they come over your fence.
There you go. I might turn around and resell them back.
You could.
No, Paul has thought about adding another gallery up at the north end, restrooms up closer to that end. But she hasn't gone beyond, it's just top,
that's in phase.
something like that.
So, well, if we bought the property, we got the property, then that would be an area that's absolutely. Okay. So what do we need here? We just, a review, is this,
I think I got the direction I
that's your
need.
direction you need?
So-
Marilyn, move forward. You have a deadline to meet in, what, 2 weeks?
Well, yeah, at the next meeting, October 12th, on the agenda, we'll have council approval of the grant application.